everybody. My name is Haley.
Hey y'all, I'm Mooly.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Courtside
Courtside
Cousins.
Cousins.
What is up, everybody?
Hey guys.
Wait, I gotta do my meme. My meme. This week
I
I
don't
am. Do you want to go?
I was gonna say I don't know what episode this is
Is this
anymore. I've lost track.
is this eight?
Eight,
Eight.
because we said we were doing something special at 10, even though nobody watched the episode or listened to it to get in on whatever was supposed to be special in 10. But whatever. Whatever. We don't hold grudges
At
around
this
here.
point, first
I do.
at this point, first person to comment gets a free T-shirt or something. Like,
Let us know y'all watch the show. Let us
yeah,
know y'all listen.
yeah. Because at first, it was great, and everybody had comments and saying da 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 da, and it's like, do
It
y'all
was
not like us?
popping.
Do y'all not
Do
like us
y'all
anymore?
hate us now?
Like, is this just normal for y'all now?
Y'all don't like us. We started putting out more content. I feel like they liked us better when we were on the posting once a month. We
You
started
right.
putting out more content, and now y'all don't fool with us. I'm sorry, we did not introduce ourselves. We'll fuss when we after. We'll continue.
This week I am Ryan Howard. Yay. Miss, what is it? She had nine, Lord, she had
Nine three
nine
points,
3-pointers, tying the 3-point made record.
and I am Tina Charles's left arm. If you know, you know,
Just strong.
you know.
Just strong. Honestly, y'all, we're gonna do something a little different this week. Usually we highlight games, we give y'all the facts, we give y'all, the analytics. Um, but we like drama too.
We do enjoy drama, and I mean the games. The games were played. The mess was made. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we're gonna start off a little light. Liru to Dallas.
Okay.
That's not where I wanted her to go.
I know I would have preferred her in Vegas.
And the,
However,
and the fact that I on my thread told those people, I said no, we're just gonna have to pray for Dallas because I don't want her talents wasted down there. And it still happened. So maybe I'll shut
you
up.
you jinxed her.
Yeah,
You jinxed the situation.
see. I've done a lot of jinxing, and we'll get into all of those later.
You jinxed the situation, and now she in Dallas. But also, Haley Jones is in Dallas.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's a hardship.
It's a hardship. Dallas has done a lot of movement because Dallas waived Kayla Charles on a day, and 3 days later re-signed her.
So, and someone calculated or someone looked it up. I think her contract went from like 78,000 to like 21,000 by
Mm.
that.
No,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Kurt in that office being dirty. I did not know that. Damn.
I
She
said,
want to play. She want to play hard as bad as hell. Cause ah,
yeah. Yeah.
yikes.
Yeah. It was very unfortunate. Like, I was looking at the screenshots. I think it was in our group chat. And I was looking at the screenshots and like she signed a 1-year contract for like 78,000. And then her re signing came only up to 21. And very unfortunate.
Ooh. Baby just want to be in the league.
Yeah. Well, listen, but like, you kind of have to take whatever opportunity you can in this
Hmm.
league. And as soon as somebody get hurt, you got to be ready. So, yeah,
But I mean, one thing that we can say about I know we said we weren't talking about scores and stuff, but they won another game.
they did. They they
They
did.
won another game.
Hold on. And to go to the Valkyries, I'm sticking with it. They beat the Aces, they beat the Storm, they beat the Sparks, and then they lost to the Wings.
Lost to Dallas.
So dysfunctional that they're going to take a
It's
playoff spot.
dysfunctional.
Like, I keep saying that, and I'm
Can
gonna
you
continue to say
feel it?
that, and I told y'all to hold me to that the first time I said it. But yeah, I believe they're gonna take a playoff spot from somebody.
They lost to Dallas. I didn't see that coming.
Not after they played against the Aces. Not after they played against the Storm. Like Sparks, okay, but those other two,
I
what are
didn't
they
I
doing?
didn't think that coming. And I I'm not Dallas is not one of my teams. Well, it's becoming one of my teams because of the players that's on it. But like I'm happy for them. I wasn't expecting that win. But another win after this drought, you know what happened?
Enrique
Gina,
posted it.
I saw Gino came and said at courtside, he said, I need to see what the hell I need to see what's going on.
What? He sat with Kurt. He was sitting with Kurt.
Thank goodness. Somebody said Gino went down there and whispered in Ponytail's ear and was like, look, Paige ain't lost as much in her whole career
Get
as a
it together.
basketball player.
Get it together.
I don't know what you do. You know what I found out on threads today, which might not be true, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Coach Ponytail has never coached basketball before
He
now. He
hasn't.
has never played basketball before now.
He's always been Kurt's like guy. Yeah, they did a whole like
Is that his boyfriend?
they I don't, I don't know about all that, but they did like a whole documentary and they showed it like before one of the Dallas games how like if you look back when Kurt was like in Connecticut, there's pictures of him and Kurt.
Ponytail was there?
Yes,
Oh, Dejanay no Ponytail. That's why she be looking at him side.
get it together.
That
Um,
game, oh God, who were they playing? Who was Dallas playing when she was the Aces? The Aces. She
oh,
was trying to get him
the
to review
challenge.
that play, to
Yes,
challenge that play,
it was,
and
she about to throw a temper tantrum on that court, like,
the way she was looking, she had that jaw clenched so tight.
like
Whole time, Becky and Chelsea in the background. Hey, hey, give me the ball.
yeah, yeah,
Give me the
yeah.
ball.
Look,
Ponytail literally gives the ball to the ref to give to Chelsea. I said,
yeah.
Dejan, I had so much restraint in that moment because the hollering I would have been doing.
She hollered. We saw it. She hollered, but it's the fact that yeah, he just would not. He would not challenge, and then he kept looking back, like waiting for the go ahead. But it's like there's no
You're the
questioning
head
this.
coach, though,
If you're
sir.
the listen, you're the head coach. It's the end of the game. There's no questioning this. Like you shouldn't have to look back at because they usually have somebody that tells them like go ahead and review it.
Hmm.
But like there's no like you shouldn't question that. If your player is saying go ahead and challenge it because it ultimately ended into them fouling Jackie. DJ was not there for it, and the Aces won the game.
That game had us stressed. I saw a clip of Chelsea ass saying there was a foul. He should have reviewed that, but whatever.
I
I
just had
said facts. That would have been me too.
DJ crashing out.
That would have been me too. Up, what? Too late. He didn't review it. Eyeball.
Yeah, but Lord, Dallas is a lot right now. I am glad that they beat the Valks. Speaking of the Valks, Bree Hall just signed.
Somebody called the Valks the G League team that we've been looking for because they giving everybody a chance.
Everybody's getting a chance, and they're playing them, and they are playing
Everybody getting a
them.
chance.
Like it'd be different if they like because a lot of teams have signed on players and they're kind of just sitting on the bench. The
Hmm.
Bucks are playing their players, and I questioned Natalie and her methods. I never questioned her as a coach, like that she couldn't coach, but the method at which they were signing a bunch of foreign players, and
It's
it's
making sense a little bit.
working. It's
Making sense a
working.
little bit. It's making sense. Somebody on threads, I don't remember who it was, but said something. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly what it said. That maybe they signed a lot of these foreign players because they knew that they had to go to do the Euro basket and that they knew that they could pick up a whole bunch of players on these. They don't have to pay them that much at this point. The season
No,
has already
because
started.
them contracts are like so
The season has already started. So I don't I feel like maybe they were playing chess and we were not aware.
yeah, it's working, and I'm not mad at it.
Oh, area powers on the
Like
team.
like
They brought LA back, which they should have never let her go, but she's back and that's
Caitlin
all that
Chin's
matters.
back.
Kaylin Shan's back,
You
right?
signed Bree Hall. Like
I said, okay, they're gonna make me start back watching their games because as much as I love Tip, I had stopped after that Aces game because I was distraught. I couldn't bear to watch them no more. Why would y'all whoop up on the Aces like that?
Yeah, yeah.
How dare? How very dare. However, it makes sense because Natalie was she was the scout when she was with the Aces. She knew everything the Aces was gonna do. She coached the damn team. She was an assistant coach for what, 3, 4 years?
And then the other coach on the other side, the player development one. Yeah,
We'll get to him.
we'll get to him.
I mean, somebody learned something from Becky.
Yeah,
Somebody, one of them's doing good. I mean, Chicago won another game.
they did.
Did I make that up?
No, they did. I'm
Oh, okay.
agreeing.
It sounded like you put a question mark behind it. That's why I was like, damn, I thought.
No, no, no. I was saying yeah, they did because you remember I celebrated, and then the
And
Aces
ain't
came and
nothing went
rocked.
wrong. Ain't nothing went right since then.
No, I mean nothing. The Aces lost. Listen, so when Aces lost right after that night, I said I didn't even get to celebrate, but I was like, they can't even make me mad because Angel got a triple double. What? Leash had her career high.
Hmm.
What? I mean, I
And
was celebrating.
almost broke her own record for 3 pointers too. She needed one more.
Yep. So like, I was already celebrating, so the Aces couldn't break my spirit. Now the following going into when the honestly I can't lie, I'm not mad at the Dream for the loss to New York.
Are we
I'm not
mad at the coach?
I'm not even mad at him in a
I
sense. Like
am.
it was a good game. What I did not like is Tahina went off for 16 points in the first half and was running that offense, and then you pull her and play her all of 3 minutes leading up to like the last minute of the game in the
Which is
second
why I
half.
blame him.
So yeah, that because like yeah, I don't know. That was the only part that I didn't like about him. But as a team, they didn't play bad. Yes, I hate that they gave up a 17-point lead in the third. Like, I think this season there's been 4 games won after being down 15, and the Dreamer are part of 2 of them. They beat the Storm. They came
Mm.
back and beat the Storm, and that was one. So it was like, okay, upside. And then they lost to the Liberty, which was the
But
other.
we knew the Liberty was gonna be on one because they had just lost their first
But they
game.
weren't. That's what I'm saying. The Dream played so well. They played so
They
well.
did. I watched most of it, but Kathy had 73 games on at one time. So
She did. At that time, there was 5 games. There were 6 games that day. 5 of them were on at the same time.
like
How was this girl in the game?
I just wanna grab Kathy by the back of her head. Girl,
I was about to say something.
go ahead.
Said I, when you said I want to grab her by the back of her head. I mean, I kind of yeah. That's how Sophie grabbed JC. But we'll get to that. She did. She grabbed the whole back of her. Sophie Cunningham needs to be dealt with. She does. So actually, you know what? We'll go to that. The no, we won't go to that
No,
yet.
no, no. We'll Sky Sun
Sky
first.
Sun.
First.
Sky
We said we weren't gonna
Sun.
talk about these games, and look what we did for like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, but Sky Sun. Um,
You want
why
me to? I'll
y'all?
do it. I'll do it. Bria Harley wrapped her hands up in Angel's braids like a fucking lasso and snatched Angel damn near out of there.
And I was okay when she went and said it wasn't nothing. Okay, I
I'm
apologize.
sorry. I
Yeah,
apologize immediately. And then
Olivia Nelson Ododa says,
insert herself for I get sticking up for your teammate.
"Wait,
But
what? That
you
you?
ran up on Angel when Bria was actively apologizing for wrapping her hand up in Angel's hair
Yeah,
like a fucking lasso.
yeah,
You ran up on Angel. Angel pushed the shit out of you. Angel has had enough. Angel
enough."
was finna crack the fuck out. And then, here comes Tina.
So Camilla also was ready to get active, and she came over there
Okay.
to get active.
Which is why I'm Tina Charles' left arm. Because the way
Took her
that
left
she
off,
got Camilla right here and pushed her completely across the court,
and JC
never
Sheldon tried to
breaking
come.
con
Look, JC tried to come save her.
She never let go of that collar the
No,
whole time she
she
was
held her there
fussing. And you know what Camilla was doing? Tickled, laughing.
laughing. Her smile never dropped. Yes. Oh my gosh. That was yeah, that was hilarious. Again, JC Sheldon trying to come save her was hilarious. Tina not letting go of the jersey, holding her up was also
She
hilarious.
literally pushed her. I mean, it looked so effortlessly too. She pushed her damn near across the court, the length of her arm, and held her there.
Also, that was funny in that situation is that little bitty ref trying to get in front of Tina and push Tina. She already the manhandled
like,
Camilla, and this little bitty ref trying to push her back.
and like, but to see Tina act out a character like that was like, bro, on Angel, come on now,
And
you,
I don't think it was necessarily like I just feel like it could have been any like I feel like Tina was fed up. Tina was fed up.
yeah, Tina was fed up. She was. She was, but I do love at the end of the okay. So I shared somebody's post, and being me, being goofy, was like, Tina need to apologize to Angel. She didn't have to do all that. Blah blah blah. So many people commented on that post. She did apologize. They hugged at the end. She did apologize. She did apologize. She did. Y'all saw the first 5 people say that. Why are y'all continuously saying this?
Here's my thing about the social media thing because somebody else just had the same issue. If I make a post that was 20 some hours ago, and you come back the next day talking about you're just started. Who was it? Oh, it's Auntie. Auntie had posted about it, and they had like commented and had said like
I saw that.
and said like you just starting mess about Jackie, and she was like, "Girl, this was 23 hours ago. This was yesterday."
That's what she was like. Did you not go to my page and see the other post where I said she's back in the game? Like,
Like,
are you okay?
like there's no way that social media is this complicated. Rocket science?
Brain surgery?
Yeah, one of them.
Like, why are y'all
Um,
making it's not that complicated. It's
yeah,
a click of a button. A click of
but
a button. But yeah, that was spicy. And so to
I give
add and
I give Tina props for because I mean they both Tina and Andrew both say it was basketball and they made up da da da
mhm.
da. Now after the game,
And then the next day, Bria Harley gets on Beyonce's internet and says that her son said her hair was too long. You pulled it by accident. The refs got it right.
mind you,
Man did not say all of that.
he didn't. Mind you, Bria's braids are pretty long too. If we
You
being for
see,
real,
hey. She took them braids out. She did
Hmm.
not have that hair braided yesterday when they played. Or
but
today.
her braids were just about as long, and she had multiple, so it's easy to grab one of them. Angel only had two. She had two, then two. Um, but like you said, her
And
son
I
didn't
could
say that.
say her son did not say that. I could see it being an accident if you literally got your hand caught up and grabbed it. If you look at that video, somebody posted a picture of it. Her hand is wrapped up in both of Angel's braids. Wrapped up and yanking, that's not an accident. That was intentional.
Especially because you were making a play on the ball with your right arm. So why is your left literally back here with her braid? Like, get it together. As well
That
as
was not an accident.
so, like you said, her son did not say that. I don't believe her son said that, and I feel like she used her son because since the Dearica thing, since the Slim thing, kids become
Yes.
completely off limits. So trying to use your son as a shield,
That kind of makes me look at you as a parent myself. That makes me look at you sideways as a parent because you didn't even have to bring your son into this.
yes,
Your job as a parent is to and far be it for me to call your parenting into question, but your job as a parent is to protect your child, not bring your child into your fight. Like you getting rained on, there's no reason your child should get wet. It had nothing to do with your baby.
especially since the altercation had finished and was over with. Like,
It was not necessary for you to
and
say
Bria
that.
wasn't
Like
getting
we
no crazy
all
comments on her post to be fighting back that hard for her. She didn't start getting them until she made that post.
because now we looking at you crazy. Because why would you lie on John like that?
Yeah. What you call that boy, John John?
Junebug, man, why would you lie on him like that? You know he didn't say that.
Yeah.
You know he didn't say that.
Okay, I
Anywho,
know I posted and I said if one team's always the root of the problem, then maybe they're the issue. But as far as this week, it's been the Sun.
take your take your post back right now because they're not the issue. It's just been a rough week.
It's been a rough week for them
Wait,
specifically.
wait, wait, wait. Before we get to this next game,
Okay, okay.
I would like to say our girl Marina walked away from this altercation.
During the Sky game, yep.
She
Yep.
saw it happening, literally turned her back, went the other way.
Yep. Yep.
Marina Mabry walked away from an
Let me
altercation.
tell y'all, y'all
Now, can
wasn't
she
getting
do it?
twice.
I was to say, can she do it 2 times in a row? No,
No.
Lord forbid. No. Uh. But that first time, she walked away and was so proud of herself. Actually, we were all proud. Cause
Her mama
shit,
was proud because her mom had just told her she needs to
Miss
zen out.
Patty.
She needs to zen out. And so it didn't happen.
So then the Fever versus the Sun happened. I
Yeah.
can't believe I called them their names. Um, yeah, them people versus the Sun happened.
And there was a lot that happened in this game. First,
Ugh.
let's start the first altercation. Well, the first altercation was the like JC saying you can't do that.
And if
And
I didn't watch the game, but if I remember correctly, that stemmed from um JC was behind Golden Child. And she literally looked over her shoulder, and as JC was running up behind her, bucked herself backwards into JC.
yep, trying to create
It's
a
on it's on video. It's
it's
on video. It's on
yeah.
camera. We all saw
I
it.
honestly, so between that one, that right there, if somebody screenshots that, and then they screenshot when the Fever played the Liberty that first time, and Shotty threw her arms up and feet were in the air like she was doing jumping jacks. Um, if you put those side by side, it's the same movement. But so Jesse told her like you can't do that, and she goes, "I can do whatever I want."
And
And
push JC.
yeah, and pushed her, and then Marina comes over. So Marina still chill, says like the refs like pushes Marina back, and Marina's like she pushed JC.
I just would like to go on record and say that y'all can't beat my ass. Caitlin Clark looked dead in another player's face and said, I can do what the fuck I want to do. Pushed that player, put her hands on that player,
And the
and
refs
did
did
not
nothing.
get any repercussions behind it.
Literally proved her point. Like she says it, and then pushes JC, and then the refs prove her point. She can do whatever she wants.
You can do whatever the fuck she wants
They
and
have
gets
built
away
they
with
have
it.
built this cage around her to where she feels like she could do whatever she wants.
She feels invincible, and she is going to put her, like, we'll get to the rest of it. But I mean, if you watching it, if you listen to this, you know what else happened. But we'll get to that. But she really thinks that she's invincible, and she's gonna put her hands on the wrong person. She's gonna get in the wrong person's face. She gonna say something crazy to the wrong person,
Someone is eventually
and
gonna swing back.
she gonna get her ass mollywop before the refs can get to her.
Yep. Because the attitude of I can do whatever I want. You can do what? Someone's gonna test that.
And
Just cause.
and 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 honestly, last night she almost got her ass whooped. Marina was on
Marina
it.
was Marina was on her. So like moving forward is that JC's guarding her, and JC's hand did come down on the Caitlin's face. Okay, it's unintentional. I don't flagrant one. Uh, can be debated, but I understand they gave her the flagrant one for it's unnecessary contact to the face. You know,
Yeah, and hold on. I'm gonna just say that Asia be walking around with her lip busted, with scratches all in her face,
she literally
eyes,
like
contacts out, and everything. Same shit. Never gets called. Continue.
there's a lot of players who get hit in the face all the time, who get pushed down all the time.
Did KP not just have a fit in a post game presser
It
about
is
this exact same thing with a long ass cut on her
yeah,
face?
yeah. We see it like no, we see it. We know it happens, but the refs have set a precedent that like the Fever aren't like they get the calls. They're
They
gonna be
got
in
that
their
special
favor.
whistle.
They're
They have a
gonna be in their
special
favor.
whistle.
And like, you know, what I didn't like, or even, JC hits her and Caitlyn turns around and pushes her again. Now
And this time,
Marina laid her ass out.
Marina's patience had drawn thin at this point.
Because
She was as mature as she could be.
at the end of the day, like, you pushed her twice. Marina's like, I already told the ref. I try to be an adult about this. I told the ref that you pushed her. This time
But
I'm gonna
since
get
they
to you.
won't do nothing,
This time I'm gonna get to you before the ref do. And she did. She got to her before the
Marina
ref did.
laid her out.
And then
As
Shotty
she should
gets
have.
up and like walks, like runs away almost.
Because she talks all this shit that she knows she can't back up, but she knows that that team is gonna run up and defend her. That team is gonna run up and get in between whoever she done started some
Because
mess with.
Lexi
And the
did
team
exactly
had not
that.
made it there. I was just about to say the team had not made it there before Marina could get to her, and she was fucking scared. So of course she ran. Also, the most important person in this situation is gonna be Tina and that mama figure. Cause she ran up and I don't know what Tina said,
Hands in the
but
air though. Like,
hands in the air. But she ran up with that finger pointed, and you can't tell me Tina was not lecturing her. Being the age that she is, being in the league as long as she has been in the league, and it
that's
has
why she got the
never
tech.
been like this because they called it
They
taunting, but
called it
she
taunting.
wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't think she was. I think she was fussing.
Yeah, she had already
I
got
think
it.
she was
Listen, she
lecturing.
had already got into it the night before. She was ready to, like, cool the
Con-
situation.
Right. But I do feel like I said, as long as Tina has been in the league, shit has never been this crazy. Like nobody has been allowed to get away with the stuff that Caitlyn gets away with. Nobody has been allowed to. Well, the fan bases have not been as negative as they've been since she's been in the league. Tina has been around. Out of everybody that was on the court with the, I don't know if DB played or not, with the exception of DB, she has been in the league longer than everybody that was out there.
No,
I
DB's
have
out
no doubt.
for personal reasons. They won't officially say.
Okay, it is what it is. I have no doubt that Tina ran up on her and was like, "Look, all this shit you doing, cut this shit out." Like Tina lectured her. You cannot tell me that Tina didn't lecture her. Did you see that finger? That was a mama finger. That was
Yeah,
a get your shit together before I get your shit together type finger.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But taunting is crazy. And it was the fact that Tina followed her to the ground as she was fussing. That finger and her body went down to the ground with her as she was hitting the ground.
Because, yeah, like
I
I said,
needed somebody mic'd up in that moment.
no facts. Because she went over there. So actually, one of them. It don't matter who. It could be any of them. But like, yeah, her walking over there, hands up. So she's trying to let the refs know, like, I'm not gonna push it down even further. Like, we're not gonna beat up on the girl.
I just got something to
Um,
say.
yeah, but I do have something to say to her. And then, Lexi came in, and Unrivaled Lexi versus Indiana Lexi is two totally different people. And
I
that's all
still
I'm
don't
saying.
like it because she should have never put her hands on Ryan last season.
And the situation was so weird. What I didn't like about the whole Ryan situation was it was the afterwards part. The game was over, da, da, da. And here's how I feel even with this situation. And we haven't even got to the malice in the palace yet. But after the whole Ryan and Lexi thing, Lexi's mom was on like social media like bragging about it, like, or thought it was so funny. And it was like, and that's what I don't like about this
I did
situation.
not know that.
Yes, was laughing about it like it was so funny. Like, oh my god, Lexi, that's so funny. Yeah,
What is funny about pushing a player out of
out of
bounds?
bounds, and then not getting the call and it being, yeah. I don't know, but I did like Lexi during Unraveled, because Unraveled we got to see players in a different light, but this isn't the same person at all. And I even try to give it
They folks,
like I keep trying to give players the benefit of the doubt, like no, I never give her the benefit of the doubt. Anyways, but even when Ryan had posted and it was like Lexi in the background, and it was like they was joking
hmm
back and forth. Cool.
that's so cute, Ryan, that you have forgiven her. We have not.
But yeah, it's the social media part, and so we can move on to the next last part of this game, and there's 46 seconds left in the game. You're up 17. JC's coming down the court. She honestly floated or whatever. If you let her score, it's not gonna make a difference.
It's not gonna make a difference in the game at this point any fucking way.
It is not because y'all are like even let's y'all we're gonna win as long as y'all won and Atlanta lost, then y'all make it to the and your point differential is nowhere near close to the Lynx. So when it comes down the road to that situation, it doesn't matter. 2 points wasn't gonna kill y'all, and they and Sophie tackled her. Sophie tackled JC to the ground. Like, yeah, like that wasn't a play on the ball. Like, as much as, yeah, her hands might have been going in the direction of the ball, but that wasn't a play on the ball. You don't reach over
She
somebody's head.
bear hugged
You don't reach
like
over somebody's
JC's
head on
head.
both sides and try to pull them down. Like, I didn't like that. And then proceeds to JC. JC already didn't had enough. Y'all didn't.
JC's gotten abused this whole game at this
You
point.
done tried to flop with her. You done already pushed her after the accidental hit to the face. And now you done tackled her. If JC was just a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, I think Sophie would have been laid out. And I don't listen.
I
I don't condone fighting. Just had to put that out there. I don't condone fighting, but if you push
but if it's
somebody,
warranted,
but
I do
if
I condone defending yourself.
yes, and defend herself, she went to go do. But the way that Sophie Sophie was prepared to start punching, which is crazy because
Sophie did that to agitate her.
we've
She
seen
did that to
Sophie
provoke her.
back away from fights. Like when her and Ka got into it at one time, like that's somebody who you wasn't ready to fight. When Kiki and her situation happened, you wasn't ready to fight. You
Slim,
that little Slim, you wasn't ready for that. But you thought it was okay, I could take JC. So you grabbed literally the back of her ponytail, her neck. That's
could have
automatic.
injured her.
That's automatic. Like you're finna start, slinging on her. So it was a lot. Sophie needs more than what she got. She
Yeah.
she gets the flagrant two, but she gets the flagrant
And
two
a
for the
fine.
foul. But she gets the flagrant two for the foul. That wasn't for the after. The flagrant
She
two
got
was
a
for the foul.
fine for the what they call it, a skirmish
Sure.
or whatever. She got a fine for starting a fight. Sophie should be suspended because if we dial back and somebody brought this up on threads, Crystal Bradford literally could not play in her first game with the Aces because of an off-court fight that did not happen during the game, didn't happen with another player. An off-court fight that happened 3 years ago, four
Yep.
years ago, maybe 4 years ago, but it happened years ago. She was suspended for a game because of that. That happened in the off season, mind you. She was suspended for a game because of that. And
Yep. So
Sophie got a fine.
that's yeah, Sophie gets a fine. Nobody gets any suspension. Sophie, if anybody deserves a suspension, as much flopping and whatever that Caitlyn wanted to do, Sophie is the one that deserves the suspension because you not only committed the flagrant two foul, but then you went and
Started a fight. And then not only did she got an ejection, she got ejected. So did JC and Lindsay Allen did as well. And I do not think Lindsay Allen ran up to fight. That was a you got your hands on my teammate. Let me separate y'all.
yeah, and she
I've
grabbed.
seen this video
Listen,
from
because we always talk about players not grabbing their
grabbing your
teammates,
teammate.
but she grabbed both of her teammates. Like, hey, let's stop. Let's trying to break up the fight. And so, yeah, I agree with you.
I know I brought this up to you earlier when we were on the phone, but Cass posted a video about this. If y'all haven't seen it, it's WBB.365 is her page. She posted a video about this isolated incident with Sophie and how Sophie, ever since college, has been taught it as this gritty, passionate player. She's scrappy. She's just very, very passionate because she starts fights. because she talks crazy to people, because she puts her hands on people. But had it been a black player doing that,
I mean, and we could sit here and name them. We really could.
yeah,
We got some
we
that
can
are in the
name them.
league. We got one that just finally got signed to the Valks. Like these are people who y'all keep claiming are so hostile and so aggressive, yet we actively see this.
Who got signed to the Valks? Who you talking
Ariel,
about?
AP.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot about her.
I'm gonna say
I
AP
was
has
thinking
that.
Bree Hall, and I was like, what Bree
No,
do?
AP has that same tag that Ken has, and it's like y'all don't. Nobody has actual proof. We see Sophie in games. We
We see
have the
Sophie in games,
we
and
go back to her college days at Mizzou. Like we have evidence of you've always been like this, and somebody needs to put her in her place.
hmm and like I said about Caitlyn, she's gonna try this shit with the wrong person. Oh, wait, before we go any further, a lot of what happened last night stemmed from Caitlyn.
It does
Um, a lot of it stems from Caitlyn. Caitlyn also tried to get the crowd enraged as
because her
well,
and JC were going back and forth.
and she gets the crowd involved and everything. Caitlyn has not gotten any disciplinary action for anything that happened last night. The two times that she pushed JC,
Nothing.
nothing.
The ref just let them play,
So, like she said, I can do what the fuck I want. She can do what the fuck she wants and get away with it.
and she's
And
been proven.
that's a problem. That's a problem. It's Kathy's fault. I blame Kathy because she pushed this whole rivalry is good, blah, 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 blah shit last season. And it wasn't addressed last season. It kept getting brushed over, all the racism, all the nastiness, like the threats, everything that her fans were doing was getting glossed over, and it's getting worse. And last year, while she tried to act, Caitlyn is the she I'm referring to. She tried to act like she didn't see it. She doesn't see the negativity online. She tried to ignore it, and now she's feeding into it because she knows I can start some mess and my fans are gonna attack the people online. My fans are gonna handle it. I ain't gotta do that.
Because like we were told that she don't be on social media. She don't see nothing. She don't da 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 da. Yet conveniently, right after was it right after Angel's triple double, she like posted something about some. Honestly, I don't follow the girl. Somebody posted a screenshot of it, but it was like this is a person that y'all say is not online. Yet she conveniently is now. She see you with all that's going on, you cannot tell me that you don't see everything that's happening on social media.
But the thing is, your teammates are on social media.
They see
Your
it.
teammates see what's going
And I'm
on
gonna be completely
and
honest. Her teammates, y'all are a part of the
enable
structure.
her.
And
They are complicit in all of it.
I can't lie, some of our faves.
The way that I don't even look at see it the same now.
Because the way that she like was laughing at the altercation and like I think she dapped her up too. And it was like
Come on, man.
and it breaks my heart. But like y'all
Cause
y'all
because
y'all like this.
Sid was one of their targets last season. They
All
attacked you, my girl.
everybody that they signed has been a target of Caitlyn's fans.
hmm With the
DB
exception
got
of
it
Natasha
bad.
Howard.
Natasha Howard got it bad last season. So it's just so much. But
And for y'all to just stand by and y'all enable it because y'all keep running to her rescue when she starts shit. Let her get her ass whooped.
because here's my thing, AB at the beginning of last season had to like turn her comments off. She was off social media. She deleted it. Da 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 da. But that's the first person that run up,
hmm That tap dance is for her.
and it's like
And
AB. Like I look, I'm a Gamecock through and through. But like this isn't AB doesn't even want she don't I don't even think she plays the same way that she did in college. That's just a basketball standpoint. But she also like I don't know. It's always so disingenuous and like my biggest pet peeve is passive aggressiveness. So when she gets in there, she's like, "I got a tech." Yes, girl, you got a tech.
That
Or
falls on me.
yeah. Or even when Caitlyn got into the post conference and was like, "Well, y'all came here to see basketball, so we'll talk about basketball." You literally gave us everything but basketball. Like there was so much
You
that
gave us
happened in that game.
everything to talk about but
And
basketball.
one thing I do
And
give is the Suns head coach. He got up there, he got vocal for his team. He said that was disrespectful what they did. It was too much. Y'all were up 17.
it was an absolute fucking mess. Like if I were trying to introduce somebody to women's basketball and that was the game that they watched,
Oh, I
I would
honestly
be so embarrassed.
I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know if they'd come back, but they would because they'd just be expecting that same drama.
I would be so embarrassed.
Yep.
So embarrassed. Like it's two people that are in my unit, military stuff. Every time they see me, the first thing they do is bring up Caitlin Clark because they know it grinds my fucking gears that everybody talks about her. And there are 100 and however many women in this league. They know that irritates me. The way that both of them text me yesterday and was like, I see why you don't fuck with her. Oh,
Yep.
oh, you see,
Yeah.
you
You got
see.
to experience. You got to, and that's. I've seen so many like people who came in and like would post and be like, "I am a Caitlyn fan. I'm not, that type of fan." Da 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 da. And I see them calling out the BS because there's. I'm sorry, but if you can if you can sit back and not say anything about what that team has done, what the fans are doing to these players on social media, then like you're complicit in it.
You are.
You are well, you're
You're
complicit.
part of the problem.
Yeah, and it's like it's
It's just all of
that's my
the
biggest
it.
part about it all is the social media aspect that she thinks she can do whatever she wants and her fans do too.
And it's not that she thinks she can do whatever she wants. She knows she's not gonna get in trouble for it. And she knows that her teammates are gonna cape for her. She knows that whatever it don't matter what coach she got, apparently. She knows that her coach is gonna cape for her. And she know that her fans are gonna get on online and defend her honor like she's some delicate fucking flower or something. And the same way that Paige can speak out against this type of shit, she can too.
Yep.
She chooses not to. She's thriving in this shit.
Yep.
So it makes her a very unlikable person. It
And
makes
I
it
feel
an
like
unlikable
also
team.
with the way that her fans have like got on her and defended her, I feel like she thinks, oh yeah, they are attacking me. The league is against me. Girl, be so for real.
I just really, I really, really hope they try this shit with the right person.
Because apparently, listen, at the end of the day, apparently there is space for hate.
This whole no space for hate
I mean,
whole
it went out
program
the
that y'all
window
rolled out,
fast.
what we faster than Natisha's crush for Skylar? Like what? It's so much space. I see nothing but space and opportunity.
And
It was on full display last night. Literally hashtags that said rape Marina, rape JC.
that's so insane that you feel okay to say that. Here's my biggest thing because people are gonna come back and be like, those are just the trolls. If at the end of the day, because there's a page on Twitter that posts like I think it's called like women's basketball struggles, and it's always something a Fever fan has said, and someone in the comments says, "Why y'all you just like to pick on the Fever fans?" And someone said, "Have you ever critically thought if all you're seeing is Fever fans saying stupid stuff, then maybe they're the issue?"
Hello.
So yeah,
Hello.
and
And y'all
unfortunately,
keep saying it's the trolls, but like these same trolls found out what hotel the Chicago Sky was staying at last season and pulled up on them.
these same trolls were taking media personnel's emails and putting in for Fever players and or just Caitlyn because you can put one player, and there was a few that came in at just Caitlyn, just votes for Caitlyn. Like, do y'all not understand how insane that sounds? How insane that
These
is?
trolls. are finding these players' personal information, addresses, email addresses, and doxing them. Like,
Somebody literally said, Marina, I know where you stay.
I know where your family say.
That's that don't sound that don't sound weird to y'all. Like, there's no way that you can continue to stand and be a fan and be like, oh yeah, yeah, that's fine. I'm not one of them.
And y'all are perpetuating this narrative. That's my new word. I done used it 3 times today. Y'all are just really trying to push this narrative that everybody is against Kaylin. Everybody hates Kaylin, and everybody's ganging up on Kaylin. Everybody's against it's not it. We don't like y'all.
And here's the thing though, but again, same thing goes for that. If Caitlyn's always the root of something going crazy on social media or it's being blown up, then again,
And
who's the
honestly,
issue?
I don't think initially anybody had a problem with Caitlyn. It wasn't until they couldn't even breathe in her direction without getting attacked online.
And
So
then she started
now
feeding
I
into
can
it.
she's feeding into it now, yes. So now and I still don't think anybody has anything against her, but I do think that they are like, shit, it don't matter if I file her or not, y'all gonna have something to say, so I might as well do my big one. Oh,
Listen, that was a long talk about,
so
unfortunately.
much happened in
And
40 minutes.
and like yeah, so much. So we're actually gonna fly through the rest of the stuff. I just feel like it's a lot of information that you guys need to know because there's a lot outside all the drama. There are a lot of good things happening in the league. Um, One more unfortunate is we have to see the Fever and the Lynx in the Commissioner's Cup.
We don't have to see anything. I'm not watching it.
I'll probably turn it on. I don't know about. I'm not gonna be in tune with it because none of them, like neither one of them, are my teams. Um, but yeah, that is the matchup for the Commissioner's Cup. Another thing that I do want to talk about is how much of a heater the Atlanta Dream are on.
My girls look good.
So I went and looked back, and I actually talked to KK about it, and I said, so this is before the Liberty game. The Dream could be undefeated. You got to look at their 3 losses up to this game. It was the Mystics in their first game. That
Hmm.
shouldn't have happened. The team was still trying to gel together, get together. That shouldn't have happened. But whatever, that was the L. They lost to Connecticut. That shouldn't have happened.
Shouldn't happen.
And
But
then
Marina had decided that she remembered how to shoot threes really, really good.
really, I mean, that was after the damn post. So
And she was mad. She had some ammo behind her. I
yeah.
told y'all should have built her. Somebody should have slowed her down.
And the other L was to the Fever, which was only by 5 points, especially right after they had just beat them. So like
Hmm.
up to like I mean, heck, even the Liberty game, the Dream still have the potential to finish out the season pretty strong. Like I think
Hmm.
it at the end of the day could come down, in the on the east side, 1-2 Blinks, or sorry, Liberty Dream. So
I think my only concern is I'm citing a lot of threads today, but people be posting what I be thinking. It is how the coach kind of plays a little seniority when it comes to their point guard position because there is no reason Tahina shouldn't have been in that game that second quarter.
what I will say is I get what they're saying because Tina kind of got pushed aside when JC came back, and I
Hmm.
and I honestly think he is trying to help JC find her, like find Jordan, because JC sounds like JC. You know what I mean?
JC,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that he is trying to let Jordan find her footing again, and we got to see that a little with the Sky game.
Hmm.
Um, I think that is a great 1-2 punch at the one with Jordan and Tahina.
Yeah.
And
But
I
I
think
think
he's gonna figure it out also in terms of when to play who. Right now he hasn't figured that out.
but if one, even though she's a rookie, if your rookie point guard is going off in the game, why are you sitting her down to put it in your veteran point guard who is not playing as well? Like, I get she's the vet. I get that's your starter. So he had 16 points in the first quarter.
And I can't lie, Ryan is one of my favorite players. But at that last shot in with like
Could
6 seconds
not
with
have
six
been.
seconds left, I would have been safe giving that shot to Tahina
Or leash.
or at least like I would have 100% been fine with giving it to one of them just for that specific game. Now, in every other scenario, yeah, Ryan is taking that shot. But just because Ryan was 3 for 12 before that shot, she became
3 for
3 for 13,
13
and she finished three for
shortly after.
14. So, in that moment,
I turned it off after that shot. I didn't see
um,
the rest of it.
she ended up shooting like a half court shot to make her 3 for 14 for the game. But yeah, so it in that moment, I would have given Tahina or at least the green light to shoot that shot. Because they've been proving all game that they've been hot. Probably more Leash than Tahina because he did sit her for such a long time. She probably did cool
Mhm.
off, but yeah, I wouldn't have been mad with either one of them taking the shot. Because at the end of the day, if it was a miss, same outcome. But I would have felt better giving one of them. But speaking of Leash, I
Goggles is out
I
here
want y'all to
killing it.
put some respect on my girl's name. Leash is in the conversation for MVP. I don't care what y'all say.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Leash
And you said
also,
most improved as well. I I feel like she's getting more attention this season because she less the last 2 years she has not been just a trash player.
oh no,
Like,
she hasn't been trash, but she's playing about this like you're looking at minutes what because sometimes people confuse most improved with someone who was playing 2 minutes is now playing 30.
hmm
But this is Leash who's playing about the same. She's just playing better and more efficient.
and it's because I'm gonna use what the commentators be saying about Washington. She fell into the mediocre coaching that was Tanisha Wright. Am I lying? Who was
No.
the coach for the 2 years that she? I mean, I mean, I mean, the team changed a little bit in the offseason, but they got a new coach and they look like a completely different team.
So one big thing that me and you talked about, I said there's not many teams in the league that have the luxury of putting in their bench players and knowing that they could put out the same, output. And I told you my team at the time, I was like the only team that could really do it is the Liberty.
New York, but
The more and more
Atlanta
I
can
watch
too.
the more and more I watch the Dream have the ability to pull like you can put Nas in there. Now you gotta
You
realize
can
Nas,
put Nia in there.
Nia, these are players coming off the bench that can put out the same output as your starters. So I feel like if we're moving teams into that category, I could put 3 teams in that category. I feel like it's the Liberty, the Lynx,
The Lynx
and the
and the
Dream.
Dream.
And who are your top 3 teams right now at the moment?
Liberty, the Lynx, and the Dream. Like, I had faith in my girls, but to be in the top three, I didn't see that coming.
I think I had a middle of the pack. Didn't I? I think I had Atlanta like
Yeah, I think we did.
6 or something like that.
And
Which I
guess
mean, we're
who's
not
there?
far off, but
Shit,
I
not
just
even the fucking Aces. I don't know where they are now.
let me tell you, the Aces down there, boy. I can't lie, the Aces are down there, and it breaks my heart because I expected so much more for them, but like the shots just don't be falling. But then again, even if the shots fall, the defense is so bad that I will forever quote Becky. I'll quote it for every team. 89 points should win you the game.
Just, I know we talking about the Dream right now, but we have not talked about the Aces today, and I think it's because we're so disappointed. We a little embarrassed.
I'm not even mad no more. I'm disappointed. I'm not mad anymore.
Yeah, probably not, man. She just hurt.
My
She just
expectations
hurt.
aren't even. like up there right now at the moment.
Like the
Have
last
fun.
game,
Have fun.
not I was thinking about the last game, but not last night. Last night I had to turn that game off because what Fee wasn't even in the game. Fee
Yeah.
wasn't even in the game. There's
So
no reason, and y'all have been up until the third quarter. The third quarter be whooping the Aces ass.
I listen, I forgot where I was at, but I looked over and I said it was like the second quarter. I said the Aces hate to see a third quarter coming because
But the second quarter, if I remember correctly, did they not go into halftime up 12 or something
they
stupid?
were up. Yeah.
They were up a decent number and lost by like 14.
Yep.
What the fuck were y'all do?
No, no, no.
Like,
They were only I think they were up 6. It was like what was it like 30 like 3 to 40 or like it wasn't that 14 points, but it was like 6 or 7. They were up 6 or 7.
but y'all went into halftime up. And I feel like Becky didn't cuss enough because y'all were up. And y'all came back out and it was just no reason that y'all should have lost that game with feet out for as much of the game as she was out.
Yeah.
It's the defense. Y'all were getting beat on the defense like a motherfucker. But also I will say the rest was bailing them out. Kid didn't touch that lady.
So actually, we can talk about me and my Jinx threads. And this is why I said maybe sometimes I just need to put the phone down.
Or maybe it's
Um,
you. You the problem.
no, it might be the problem because I Jinx Lee to Dallas. After the Atlanta Dream blew the 17-point lead and lost the game to the Liberty, I got on there and I said, nobody talk to me. I couldn't. What did I say? I said the Aces and Sky could lose for all I care tonight.
Tell your post. I
So
did
it's
see that.
now granted, when I made the post, both of these teams are up. And when I didn't even I didn't open my laptop back up. I didn't put up the projector. I was like, I don't want to watch no more basketball tonight. And so I went back and saw the final scores. I said, this is not what I meant. I
This
didn't
is
say
your fault.
I didn't say go lose the game. I just said y'all could
So you
lose and
need
I wouldn't
your
care.
ass beat behind this is what you saying.
I just said if I lost, I wouldn't care tonight. Someone said I think they took your words a little too literal.
So it's your fault.
We could
That game, that game irritated. That loss irritated me. Now, the loss Sunday did not. They played well Sunday. I'm having a brain fart on who they played, but they played well Sunday.
hold on,
And
let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. Friday was Dallas.
I
Sunday.
cannot remember who they played Sunday.
Wait, Friday was Dallas. I watched the game. Sunday.
I watched the game. I cannot remember who they played.
Did they just not have a game?
No, they played Sunday because they were playing while I was driving.
Oh wait, was sat down and watched this game.
Because KB went off in that
Oh,
game.
Mercury. Oh Lord, they lost.
That was
I wasn't mad at that game either.
they played well that game. It just the Mercury played a little bit better, but they played well. They kept up with them,
They also had the Mercury had a fully healthy team. Natasha and I
and we did
back.
not.
AT was
Kyle was
healthy.
bad.
Kyle was back. Like I was like, y'all all had to come back and want like y'all had to be together at
For the
once.
Aces, y'all timed it so everybody could be back at the same time for the Aces. You know y'all like to play y'all absolute best when it comes to the Aces, so I wouldn't be surprised. Y'all
No,
planned this.
but yeah. Oh, one thing that we can talk about is that 3-point made record, individual and team. The game against the Dream had against the Mystics, they were 1-3 away from tying the 3-point
The
record
Liberty.
with the Liberty. The game before that, Brian had tied the 3-point record with 9. against the Sky, that individual and team record are going down soon. And I could be delusional all I want, but I think it's gonna be a dream player, and it might be the dream team.
It's gonna be either Rye or Leash because I don't remember how many 3 points Leash had in the game, but she tied her own record for 3 points made.
She had 6 total, which I don't know what happened in the second half because she had 5 in the first. She had 5 in the first and only took one more, like made one more in the second half. But she did have the potential to tie or break that record that game.
And if I remember correctly, she broke her scoring record in that game.
Yeah, that was her career high, 30. Because she couldn't break 30, and that's why at
Yeah.
the end of the game she was like, I think me and 30 had a 30 ain't like me. 30 likes her now, and we could keep it going, honestly. But some other big things that happened in the league, BG with the block on Angel Reese, I believe, moved to second all time in blocks, passing Lisa Leslie.
Hmm.
NECA has moved into the fourth place spot for all time field goals. Natasha Cloud and Skylar Diggins, respectively, have moved into the ninth and 10th spot for all time assists. Ryan Howard is the fastest player to 300 3-pointers made with 114 games. She did it 3 games faster than
Diana Taurasi.
no, 3 games faster than Sabrina, 7 games faster than Diana.
And she broke the same record last year. She rebroke it
Yeah, like
this year.
so.
And last year when she broke it, she was the youngest player to do it. This year, she's a year older than Diana Taurasi was when she broke it. So,
And so Ryan does in fact shoot threes. Um,
like, imagine just for a second, imagine breaking the same record every year. Like, imagine breaking the record that you broke last year. Ryan, what it feel like to be God's favorite?
and I mean she's gonna do it again because
Yeah.
Sabrina this year just hit 400, and if Ryan keeps on this path, she'll be the fastest to 400.
Like,
So
put some respect on my dog name.
yeah, yeah. Listen, we want y'all to vote for whoever y'all want to vote for, but Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray need to be on your ballots.
Hmm.
All-star. Another one I'm fighting for is Natasha Cloud and Marina Mabry.
And, like, to be honest, I said this earlier when we were on the phone. I really don't want to send my faves to that place.
Can't lie.
I hate that
Understandable.
game is in Indy this season.
Understandable. But I feel like for a lot of these players who haven't had an all-star, this is their year. Like, and they're playing like it. So
And it sucks that this is where it is this season.
I say
But
next year put it in Dallas. We gonna have a time.
Dallas or Atlanta,
We would have a time at either one of
either
them.
way,
Like we'd have
either
a
way.
time.
Dallas, I'm gonna try to go. Atlanta, I'm in there.
I'm
I'm
there.
in that thing.
I'm
They
there.
it'd probably be a State Farm and not
I don't care because you got to realize they have the like all-star experience also. So that's probably gonna be like the World Convention Center down there.
mm,
Like we're there. We there.
I'm gonna keep on speaking Atlanta into the universe, even though it's likely gonna be Dallas. I can see it being Dallas because the number one pick went to Dallas.
Not even that, and
But
they're actually moving to Dallas next year.
yeah.
So yes, I can see
Or
them.
the Bay. I forgot about the Valkyries. I
Oh
could see it possibly being there too.
yeah, I mean I wouldn't mind going to California too. Yeah, honestly, we could go. I was about to say we could almost go anywhere, but I don't know how I feel.
Steph
Like
Indy.
I'm about Indian. I don't know
I'm not going to
Minnesota.
Minnesota either. I'm not going to Minnesota either.
Minnesota.
I told
I
y'all
can't lie.
proud scare me. I'm not going
I
there.
can't lie. Connecticut is not another spot I want to go to either.
Ooh, no.
Like I can do New
They be
York.
having they be having birthday parties in a arena.
I can do New York. I could do the
I could do
East.
New York.
I could do the West Coast. Yeah, those are probably my three. Connecticut. Uh, I I feel like we can finesse Chicago. Chicago's too big of a city not to finesse it with whatever they claim they're building something. We'll see it when we see it. But I think we could. I think they could finesse something in Chicago. So I wouldn't mind Chicago. Yeah, honestly, my three are Connecticut, Indiana, and Minnesota.
I don't want to go to either one of those. Anywhere else, I'm open. Ooh, what about when they bring the Portland team? You going to Oregon?
I would.
What's in Oregon other than the basketball team?
I just feel like when you have
See,
new teams,
scurvy,
new teams have better facilities. Like I just feel like everything would be like newer. Like you know what I mean?
the bubonic plague. You too young to remember that game, the
I
Oregon Trail.
I know the
But
Oregon Trail. Yeah, you were gonna stop. You gonna stop playing on my age. You were gonna stop playing on my age. I am 24. I am not that young.
yeah, you are. You are.
But yes, I know the Oregon Trail. Yes. But yeah, yeah. I mean, there's not really. I don't know. I'm not from the area. I've never been actually.
Me neither. Wait. No, they sent me to Utah. Since I think the Army sent me there. They sent me to Utah.
Oh, I about to say, yeah. So I don't really know much about the state.
And when they bring the Toronto team, I go to Canada.
Now that I will go. So
Well, now
actually,
hold on, because
when
I don't
is
know if we're gonna be able to get back in. I don't know
wait,
if we can be
wait,
able
wait.
to come to the.
Child, you can leave me in Canada with what's going on in the US. But when is the Canadian game? It's Seattle versus Atlanta, I believe.
It is. I don't remember when it is.
Somebody got tickets. Let me see if they got two.
You said it's Connecticut versus. I mean, Seattle versus the
Seattle versus
Dream.
Atlanta. Yeah.
I swear I only use the same when we be recording. Every time I open my browser, it's something
If
that
you
I need it
say
for.
we gotta find our way up to Canada. Because tickets
It
have already gone on
is,
sale.
yeah, it's August 15th.
Let's go. I lied. I cannot do that. I got a Vegas trip. I got a 10-day cruise. I cannot do that. I don't know. Well, I can make some shake. We'll see. But
I'm going to SeatGeek now to see what the tickets look like. If the tickets don't look that
they
bad,
high, I think. They're not high.
I don't know. It ain't pulling nothing up yet.
I think you can only buy them especially through when we get off here, we can look at our under our Atlanta dream.
Yeah. I ain't got that. I'm
Because
not logged into that on mine.
Atlanta's technically the home team for that game.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll pull it up under our thing, under our accounts. But honestly, to finish off this, AT Alyssa Thomas also hit her 4,000 career points.
And they did a tribute to her tonight. This is being recorded on Juneteenth Eve. That's why I was eating watermelon. Uh June 18th. They did a tribute to her when she went back to Connecticut tonight. And it made her cry. And I was like, oh, AC, I'm not used to seeing you like this.
Yeah, yeah. But honestly, the league, you know, you remove all the drama or whatever. The league is in a good place. We had so many 30-point games from players. I Sabrina had two back to back. What was it, 34 and then like 30? So it's like there's so many players that aren't necessarily getting the recognition from ESPN, from the W. But we would love to highlight all of them because
Mhm.
the league is great, and
And it's so much good basketball being played that's being overshadowed by
drama.
drama and negativity. And,
And the
they
fact,
only like to
well,
highlight one person.
and the fact that all these teams are playing at the same time also doesn't
That does
help.
not help at all, Kathy. I don't know what the plan was like there was one game tonight. There were five yesterday.
No, there were six total. Five of them were played at the same time.
And like three of them, if I remember correctly, started and overlapped with the first game that was already
So
on.
it was two games started at 7, three started at 8, and then one at 10. That's another
Like,
thing. If you're gonna overlap games, can we stop overlapping them at 10 o'clock also? Because the other night we had 3 games and they were all at 10.
Catherine, you need your ass whooped too. We need to send Marina to your house. Or what? Cause every time I see games scheduled like that, I just be like, I need to meet Kathy in the alley. I need to beat her ass. Cause for what? 6 games on
That's
one
not how.
night and
That's
nobody
not how you
played
go.
tonight.
And the thing was, I think only one was televised. No, two. I think the Liberty game and the 7 o'clock games were both televised, like nationally televised.
That's
So
insane.
yeah.
Insane. One game tonight.
And someone pointed out and said, if I televise nationally televise one TV show and put out 4 others, who is gonna get the most views? So shut up when y'all start talking about viewership. Ain't got nothing to do with how these teams are playing.
We gotta fucking play Where's Waldo to figure out how to watch the damn games.
Well, not
And
me.
depending on where you are, you can't even watch it on League Pass.
Not me. I never struggled with games.
We know you don't. That's why they had
Hey,
banned
hey,
you
hey, hey,
on
hey, hey,
threats.
hey, hey, hey.
That's why you couldn't post
Listen,
on threads.
I never miss a game. Just let y'all know, I never miss a game. I want to watch. So
It's for whatever reason. I was trying to watch the Vegas game, not this past weekend, but the weekend before. And I was in Jackson, Tennessee, and the app wouldn't let me watch it because of the region that I was in. But I watch the same games when I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. It's literally an hour drive. I don't get what the difference was. Could not pull it up on YouTube TV. Also had to watch it the way you watch it. But like, this is
isn't
growing
it
the
fun
game.
though? You never miss a game. You do have to. You do. You
Do
are.
you I was trying to say the shit I had to go through to
I was about
watch
to
it
say
in the
you
beginning.
do have to go through a little bit. Not only that, you also have to listen to whatever broadcast is on. So like, they usually have the two different broadcasts, local versus, and sometimes you get stuck. Like one time I got stuck watching like like or Indiana, like the state, their commercials. And I was just like, let me just mute it every time commercial break happens because I don't want to see their
I like
logos.
I love the Atlanta Dream local
When you're watching it
broadcast.
on Peachtree TV, yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it.
But we did not expect to talk this long. But you know us, we like to
No,
yap.
I did. I told her. She said we're
I
gonna
did
do
not
this in
expect
30
this.
minutes.
I can't lie, y'all. They gave me an injection in my shoulder. I did not expect to be sitting in this chair this long. But anyways, we do appreciate you guys. We are on episode 8, I believe 8. Yes.
We say we appreciate y'all, but y'all really don't even be listening and
Do y'all
watching.
appreciate us? Like,
Do y'all appreciate us?
y'all even like us? Actually,
Because I'm gonna just go back to when this first became just an idea, twinkle in our eyes, and everybody was like, "Oh, we're gonna support y'all. We'll listen. We'll watch." Blah blah blah. Where y'all at, hoes? I
can't call them that. Have you seen that?
don't watch it anyway.
Have you seen the no fast? Have you seen the video where she goes? She was like, she walked up to Lady Carl and was like, "Hey,
And
bitch,"
she was
and
like,
she goes, "I
"Girl, I
got."
got my kids.
She said, "Hey, little
Hey, little
bitches."
bitches." She was like, "Girl, you can't say that. They're
Yeah,
kids."
but no, we will see you guys for episode 9. Hopefully by episode 9, you guys tell us what you guys want us to do for episode 10.
I'm not holding my breath.
I'm
Y'all are
not.
not dependable. Y'all are not dependable.
We put it in
And
the. We said
actually,
we put it in
I'm
the
finna
beginning
get
of the
on threads and
episode.
I'm finna cuss y'all out. I'm just letting y'all know that now.
We put it at the beginning of the episode
And the end.
and the end, but it's
Which
fine.
lets me know y'all don't be watching or listening.
It's fine. We'll talk to you guys later, I guess.
So I'm finna call out all the favorite cousins. Vontae, ASAP,
No, no.
Zay,
Listen, ASAP.
Benji,
No, no, no. Listen, ASAP,
Z,
ASAP got it on
Ray.
lock. Every time I post anything, I know ASAP's gonna have a like and a repost.
But ASAP ain't listening or watching these videos because ASAP ain't
Oh, because
said nothing.
ASAP texts me sometimes about the episodes, so I mean
Threads.
that might be
Y'all got
yeah.
me calling. I'm mad now. Y'all got me upset, KK. Ain't nobody watching these goddamn episodes. We talking for our health at this point.
See you guys later. We got something to talk about. Talk to you guys later. See y'all.
Bye, hoes.
One.